What is up, guys? I'm back with another video. I actually just recorded the whole thing, and then somehow, some way, it wasn't actually recording. So I'm now doing this for the second time, but that's okay. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet today. I've been noticing my videos are running on kind of long, so we're just gonna give a little portfolio update, and then we're gonna talk about one specific stock that dropped pretty heavily post market today. So if you wanna stick around for that, I'll try to get to it pretty quickly. So we were up 2.27% today, $48.69. That brings our unrealized gain to $50.45 right now. We were above the 2100 mark in terms of how much we had invested, but because I sold my biggest position today, it obviously dropped, which is fine. So if we look at daily return, let's just look at what the star of the day pretty much was C Limited with a 19% um, increase following the earnings today. Or so that happened, and now it is now up $8.89, which is phenomenal, fantastic, nothing to complain about there. SoFi Technologies, though, sitting at the top of my portfolio with a $14.69 gain. I suspect that tomorrow I'll be making a video about how um, I hit my profit target on SoFi, and um, and how I crossed 200 on my total profit since I started this strategy on May 9th. But you never know what can happen tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I suspect there's a pretty high chance I'll be hitting it tomorrow. Tesla is up 1180, Broadcom 1091, Robinhood 947. All pretty much similar to yesterday. Nvidia, Taiwan, semiconductors, Target, Alibaba. All pretty much the same stuff from yesterday, so I won't spend too much time on it. Figma also had another 5%. It was up 5% today. It was up 5% yesterday as well. So Figma is, building some momentum, and that is a good sign. Hopefully, it can continue that. I don't have too much invested in it with only 35, but I like the trend. I like the way it's going. United Health, um, the worst stock in my portfolio right now, was up 3.64%. So that's good, seeing that kind of fight its way back from now taking the baton for the worst position in my portfolio, which was previously Coreweave. But if you'll notice, I no longer own Coreweave. So that is the stock that I sold today. But I'll talk about that in just one more second. Following United Health, we got Circle, which was up 1.26%, and then Eli Lilly, Hims and Hers Health, which I've already sold, Coinbase, Supermicro. So overall, it was a really good day. Not too many buying opportunities, as you can see. Mostly everything was up. Only thing that was really down, Hims and Hers Health. I did buy a little bit of Strategy Carvana, but ultimately, ultimately, good day. You will notice that I bought $10 worth of Coreweave because it was down 5% at one point. At one point, excuse me, at one point in the day, but ended up up 6.41%. I had $195 invested in Coreweave as of earlier today. It was the biggest position that I had by, I believe, about $50. Um, but it obviously had another good day. It was up 33% on the week, on the past 5 days. So I sold it for $209.89, which was a $14.89 gain. When I did hit the sell button, yeah, it was above $15, but went from above 15 by like 11% to down by 11%. So you just have to take the good with the bad. Sometimes you'll sell for a little bit more, sometimes you sell for a little bit less, but it did hit my $15 profit target. Um, What's interesting about Coreweave though is that it is now, if we look at after the post market, aftermarket, um, is now down almost 10.5%. So in terms of just looking at the situation broadly, it was almost perfect that I sold today, even though I didn't quite get the top because I sold when it was up around 3.5%, and then it ended up almost 6.5%. So I missed out on about 3%, but my strategy is obviously not designed to um, chase the very tippity top of the move or the stock, the run. I'm just trying to get my money and get out. For those people who are, their strategies are different from mine, I'm not hating on them. They have to do what they have to do to make money for them, but that's not their strategy. So I couldn't have asked for it to work out better. Not that I wanted anybody to lose money, but I got out right before disaster struck. Not that I would have been that afraid or shook if I was still in the market when it went down, but obviously I don't want to be giving away my gains. I don't want any of my stocks to go down. I want them all just to go up and make me money, as do y'all. So is it always gonna work out in my favor? No. Sometimes we look at um, Palantir. I sold at around 57, and let's see. Let's go straight to. I mean, I said 57. I meant 157, but let's see. I sold that around 157, 159, somewhere around there, and it's going up about another 20-25%. So in that case, it didn't necessarily work out for me. But hey, I made my money. I got out. Sometimes I'll miss out. Sometimes I'll avoid disaster. So that is all I have for this video. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm not my profit. Total profit is now sitting at 197.85 cents, I believe. So only one more, um, only one more closed position from being above 200, which would be a good milestone. Just good to see progress. Um, it's not a strategy that'll make you millions, immediately, but every day that I'm making more money and the strategy's working, the confidence is building. I'm having more faith in it, and obviously that's what I want at the end of the day. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Um, Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you want to follow me on this investment journey, if you want to see whether I succeed or crash and burn, everybody loves a good underdog story. And comment down below if you have anything you want to say, questions, comments, concerns. That's all I got for you. Peace.